drifts without effort one moment, then pounds down in a torrent the very next.
Why do you think people believe in God? Because they want to. It's not easy living in such an ugly, corrupt world. There is no certainty, nothing to hope for. People are lost, so they reach out. Don't you get it? God didn't create humans. No, it's humans who created God.
I hate stories like that. Men only think about the past right before their death, as if they were searching frantically for proof that they were alive.
Watching a dream I'd never wake up from. Before I knew it, the dream was all over.
Do not fear death. Death is always at our side. When we show fear, it jumps at us faster than light. But if we do not show fear, it casts its eye upon us gently, and then guides us into infinity.
life, I just try to stay unaffected by the propaganda. You don't have to be a genius to do that at all. It doesn't even, I'm not a genius, that's for sure. What does this look like? Is it dirtier? Is there graffiti? Graffiti. Ooh, graffiti. That's not art. It's vandalism. My life, I stay unaffected by the propaganda. You don't have to be a genius to do that. I'm not a graffiti. Ooh, graffiti. Graffiti, that's not art. It's vandalism. Graffiti. Graffiti, that's not art. Vandalism. One total society class. Period. Graffiti. Ooh, graffiti. That's not art. It's vandalism. They're graffiti. I'm not a genius, that's for sure. Graffiti. Vandalism.
Graffiti? Ooh, graffiti. Graffiti, that's not art, Your Honor. It's vandalism.
Graffiti? Ooh, graffiti. Graffiti, that's not art. It's vandalism. And when it's allowed to stand, what does it say? We've given up. We don't care. We're allowing people who create nothing to destroy what we built, and we're not fighting back. Graffiti is like one step from total society collapse. Period.
Spotify Premium is the best way to upgrade your listening experience. Enjoy your music fully when you play songs in any order. Download them offline at higher quality and listen to them ad-free. It's what your ears deserve. Tap the banner to learn more. Live in the spotlight with Spotify Premium. Build, curate, and listen to your playlist uninterrupted, even offline. Enjoy 3 free months now and cancel anytime. Tap the banner to learn more.
What is it? A bug in your brain? Okay. It's a feature. Stay to your life. Shadows dancing what we do. It goes on, will be clean. Much is life, much is free. Footsteps trace the empty street. Heartbeats pound a broken beat. Whispers crawl along the wall. As the night gently falls, feel the bass hit your core. Timeless hits your wall. Treasure waits in your sight. And the struggle for time.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to Kevin Radio. Happy Thursday. It seems Twitter seems quiet. I don't know where everyone is.
It's very quiet. Not sure what's going on. The algorithm sucks.
Yeah, I think we've been, I don't know, banned,
Yeah.
blocked. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How are you?
I'm okay. I've had a good week actually this week.
Yeah, that's good.
I am going to share something. So I actually had an article written about me.
Oh yeah, that was super cool.
It was really cool. So that was thanks to Acid. Let me find where have I've bookmarked it somewhere. Here we go. Let me share this. Here we go. Yeah, so it's really, really cool. Right, transition over. Oh God, it's gone the other way. Why does it do that? Oh,
It's
there
mad
it
at
is.
you.
It was being really slow. That was so slow. Yeah, it's mad at me today. So yeah, it's really, really cool. So basically it's like a whole like backstory of like how
Very
I
cool.
started out, all of my lovely bits of merch and stuff that I create, and the whole story behind Vicky Licious and the NFTs, and yeah, I got
That
some
is
of my
very cool.
little, yeah, it's wicked.
Yeah.
My Luna Witch in Times Square. That's the highlight of my life.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. So it's really this was thanks to sort of thanks to Acid actually. Really random. When I was in uni, I
Hmm.
used to buy Computer Arts magazine. Acid used to design Computer Art magazine tutorials. So
Oh.
I was buying them to learn Photoshop skills. Acid was designing the Photoshop tutorials. And
Mhm.
he just mentioned to his buddy who he used to work with, oh, it's How Small a World Is It? Vicky, who I've met, she's from the UK. She used to buy the magazine we both worked on, and he's in the UK as well. And he was like, oh, right. And he checked out my profile and showed it to the editor, and she was like, we need to do a piece on this. So
That's crazy.
brilliant. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's
So
really lovely. It's really well written as
did
well.
they get all the information themselves, or did you
No,
do
no, no. I
that?
had to. I basically did a long interview, and um, yeah, just like yeah, all the stuff. It was very cool. So that's my little highlight that I've exciting thing that happened this week.
See,
Um,
Retro's here. He said,
oh hey,
uh, up
X
to now,
didn't
X didn't
start
start it.
it.
What's only music waiting until start? So yeah, so
Oh, okay. That's
X is messing up.
X is being a dick. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And just a quick reminder, still got the old raffle going for the skateboard deck. So one Luna Witch
I
mint
love that.
equals one raffle ticket to win this beautiful Canadian maple skateboard. Got the little whip going there, and also you get airdrops. You keep own moon. And then what was the other highlight I wanted to just quickly remind people? Oh, and I have had the test gold card rewards back. So
Oh.
if you hold a gold halo or a gold background, you will now be entitled to get a gold NFT trading card.
Ooh.
On the back, I've got one here. On the back, can you see? Yeah. On the
Yeah.
back is a little bit of lore. I'll sign it. I'll name her. I'll give her a name, so she'll have her own special name and everything. So yeah, this is a really rare trait. It's only about one. God, it's only about it's less than 1% in the collection. So if you're lucky enough to have one, I think so far there's only like 3 or something.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, just drop me a DM, verify you're a holder, etc.,
Love
and
it.
I'll get you a trading card. But there's more of this to come. I've just lots of this stuff going on. So that's my news. Any news for you?
I'm dying.
Obviously.
No, I woke up sick this morning, so I've been like out of it. But I've been working all day. I've been working on the arcade game I want to release. I'm just so anxious to release this thing. So
I
I've
know,
been
but you've got to don't rush it. Get it
hard
right.
at
Be happy
coding
with it.
today.
Oh, joy.
Oh joy. No, it's coming out really good actually. It's just every time I do something and it works, I'm like, yes. And then I think about something else that I can add to it. But it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun. And right after I'm done with this, then we'll release the comic. I think the comic is like 95% done. So
Oh, awesome. That's exciting.
yeah, very exciting.
Acid is pushing this. He holds a Mystic Moon that has a gold halo, and he's pushing. I think Vermilion Worm holders should get one. Keep on, Acid. No, maybe I will. Maybe I will
Yeah.
give those holders one. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I probably will.
And today I'm not talking to you from my usual setup.
I know. I noticed you've got different
Yeah.
things behind you. Who's the
I'm in the
little?
I'm in
There's
the work section right now.
okay.
I
That's
have like
cool.
3 screens here. I have big ass the screen in front of me, the laptop on the right side. You don't even want to know what's going on here. You
Is
just
that
don't.
a CryptoPunk behind you? What is
Yeah, it
that?
is.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Nice. And what's the little like germ thing on the right above your ant and below your ant in the middle?
That's a collection that I have. It's called Jeremy Pets. It was
Oh,
meant for kids.
how do I not know about Jeremy Pets?
Yeah, it was a collection that was meant to be for kids. It's still minting. It's still there. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I need a Jeremy Pet.
Yeah, the Jeremy Pets are cool.
Mm.
And it was a collection that was meant to be like ongoing. Like every couple of months or something, I could add 3 or 4 or 5 of them, but I haven't gotten to that yet.
Oh, well, I like it. I need one.
They're meant to be the ant's pet. That's what they're meant to be. So if you see the collection, you're gonna see that they have like this little collar. It's because they're supposed to be walked by the ants.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that does make sense. Hang on, I'm going to adjust because when I do the comments, it's covering your face. Yeah, Acid says he likes your space.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, he thinks it's a cool angle. Maybe you should always do it from here.
Kevin can sit back there somewhere.
But yeah, so we have got a really cool guest on. Woohoo! I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
Because I don't think you weren't here, were you, when
No.
you came on last? I think you got stuck in traffic or something.
I got stuck in traffic forever.
I think it was, yeah.
It's terrible.
So I'm gonna
Buying a helicopter this year.
nice. So I'm gonna bring Skeets on. Hello. Are you there, dude?
Skeet.
He's miles away.
There he is. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear us? There he is. Can you hear us? Skeet? Can you hear us?
We can't hear him now. That's really weird. How has that happened? We were fine earlier.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. It's got to be on his end because you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Let me see if we can.
He's like, what am I doing?
Can you send him a message? Maybe we can tell him.
Can you hear us?
No.
Let me message him.
Yes. Down. Yes. No.
That's so strange.
Oh, wait. Oh, there he is. I can hear something.
Yeah, I heard something.
Can you hear us now? Nope. We can't hear you.
Can I do anything about his sound from my end?
No.
We got
There he
you.
is.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're back. That was so
Now he's gone again.
Yeah, you're back.
Oh, you're back. Oh my god, that was so weird.
Right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got you. Finally.
Jeez Louise. Oh my god.
At least we haven't got an echo this time.
No, I know. It's because we've got the headphones going on.
This
How
is
are
the
you?
fun part.
Yeah, you had me sweating for a minute there.
I was
again.
like, oh damn, not. It was fine like 10
Yeah.
minutes ago when we were talking. How is that
I know.
even possible?
It's because obviously I left to go and get a water and then I took my headphones out. Yeah.
Oh
Nightmare.
my god. How are you doing?
All good. It's been a tiring last couple of weeks, to be fair.
I can imagine.
Life has been throwing some curveballs at me. Of course, when we are doing the run up to our min. But yeah, just keeping active, getting stronger every day, and yeah, it's been good. It's been tiring, but it's been good. So
Exciting
Yeah.
times.
100%.
Oh, Zippo's here, legend. He said good morning.
Yeah, big shout out to Mr. 1%, bro. He's my right hand man, Mr. Zippo.
I know he is.
Couldn't do it without him.
And there's Captain Futon's here as well, legend. Oh,
Captain's
he's one of
here,
the
yeah.
lucky gold background holders. There we go. He's
Nice.
flexing that on his PFP.
Very good.
So do you know what I was thinking? Should we just do a little refresh about Absurd Apes and like what your ethos is behind the initial collection, and then we'll
Wait.
dive
Before
into what?
before you dive in, I want to know
What?
his background.
Well, that's
his
what I mean. I was
origin
going to
story.
do that's what I mean,
Like-
like refresh from before,
Oh,
because
okay.
obviously Miguel wasn't here last time.
No.
Yeah. Let's do a full absurd refresh for sure. I thought he was on about my actual background. It's
No.
blurred out right now. I wish it was as cool as your guy. So, but the wallpaper's really shit. I'm gonna be honest. So it's really dated, and I've actually got like something you can see in the corner there. That's where like all my absurd toys are and shit
Yeah.
like that, and all my merch. But one day when I come on stream, I'll have a background as cool as your guys.
Well, yeah, but what's really funny about my background is if I was to turn my camera that way, the view would be of my like really fluffy guinea pig in her cage running around. So I have to, turn it this way because my room is like half done. It's not quite, so I have to angle it. So like,
it still looks pretty cool.
It looks
either
like
way.
a really cool studio behind, but actually there's like a massive guinea pig running around in here.
Trust me, you don't want to see this wallpaper behind me. Trust me.
Is it like 70s vibes or?
Yeah, so I bought a house that was just dated. So a lot of it is like everything's Liverpool, but it's just really dated.
That's how ours is.
You can see by the colour of it, it's like cream and
it's like magnolia.
It looks like someone's been smoking in it for about 100 years. So, but yeah, one day I'll have a cool background.
That's the joy of buying old houses, though, right? I mean, like we've been the same. We've been ours is an old like Victorian terrace, and we've had to gut it slowly over years. We can't do it all at once, you know. So some rooms are lovely, and some rooms are like, oh Jesus, I wouldn't let anyone go in there. They're just so bad.
It's a process for sure, and it's something I'm still trying to be patient with. Our kitchen is first. We've had the whole extension roof come off and all of that shit, but I won't bore you with all the mortgage stuff. No. For sure.
Take your time with it. That's all I can tell you. Take your time.
Yeah, one room at a time.
That
for
never
sure.
happens.
So,
We said that. We said, oh, we'll do a room at a time. First room, we thought, oh, we'll do the bathroom. The whole house was plumbed with lead pipes. So every floor had to come up because it's that old. It's like, so then you go, oh, actually, now we're doing every room downstairs and all the front of the house. And that's why it took so long. So it's a nightmare.
it happens though, and sometimes you get, with a creative mind especially, I feel like you're always kind of designing in your own head and you want it to happen straight away.
You do.
But yeah, you definitely got to take your time with it for sure.
Yeah,
you do.
It's been 20 years. No.
But yeah, I'll give you a bit of a rundown for sure, because I feel like it's been a little while since we did our last stream now. Anyways, but I think because it was echoing last time, I feel like we definitely needed a refresh anyway. So it's nice to have night here, and maybe I'll be knighted by the end of the stream. For sure. But yeah, if anyone doesn't know me, I'm Skeets, ANC, and that's at Skeets ANC. Been in this space now for going on 6 years, believe it or not. It's been a whirlwind of a journey, but an exciting one. One that's made me into a different person. The amount of opportunities out here in Web3. I started off doing like trading and getting into crypto. I literally locked myself in a room for fucking 3 months. And then by the end of it, started investing into crypto, doing a bit of trading. And that's kind of how my journey started, really. I got into some NFTs probably about 5 years ago. Now, these NFTs were like football cards. So you would do like fantasy football. With them, so you'd buy like real life players from like loads of different football leagues all over the world. So I was obsessed with that. I got in at the right time, made a bit of money. I was hooked on NFTs.
Yeah.
So, and then I thought, I came across Twitter, the Twitter side of like, the PFP side of it, free Bored Ape. I saw this Bored Ape and intrigued me, started going down the rabbit hole. And with the money that I made from the first initial NFTs, I thought, look, there's an opportunity out here. And that's when I first started creating the business idea, business plan for Absurd. It was back in the day, started off called Absurd Nerd Club, which still is a thing. this hasn't even been released, which is still to come yet. And that's like my baby. That's where it all started for me. But yeah, I was in the space for like, I was in spaces. I was a fucking noob, jumping into spaces, asking questions. I just felt like an idiot at the beginning. But I think you all feel like that when you first go into spaces.
100%.
But for me, like, it took me a while just to get into like, the spaces, and like I thought it was a little bit weird at first, as Eddie normally would. And then before I knew it, I just found myself just loving artwork, jumping into a bunch of different communities, like a kid called Beast and Fat Rat Mafia back in the day. They were the first spaces I was started for a community like hosting. And it just got me hooked. So like I say, as I was getting to know everyone for about 2 years and just jumping into spaces, making some connections, networking with people, I was slowly and quietly building Absurd, and no one really knew anything at that point. Everyone knew I was an artist, and I'd drawn some one of ones for community, so people knew little bits. But yeah, we launched Absurd Apes after 3,000 hours worth of artwork on the iPad. Took me 18 months. And all of our community was just literally organically like my following, when we first launched the page. So, as you do, you create it was actually been 2 years ago, which I can't believe. It was March 2024 when we first made the Absurd Art Apes profile. Even to this day, I'm like, I can't believe it's been 2 years. It's absolutely wild.
By, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, then we just, we shared our website that I worked on and built myself. Don't get me wrong, I'm no developer. I just use my creative and graphic design ideas on Wix. So newbie when you think about it, but I just wanted a web page where people could just go, get a bit of an idea, a feel for the brand, a little bit of a story background about me if people didn't know me. And yeah, we created a Discord, and that's how it all began for Absurd, really. Back in the day. It was fucking 2 years ago.
Yeah, it feels forever ago.
It does feel like a long time. See that page that you're just sharing there, like that was like the first thing that we did.
Yeah, I'm gonna transition to it now. There we go.
So I shared that on a post. The first post I ever did on just from Skeet's account, actually. And I remember it to the day, and I just screenshot that and I said, yo, who's interested? And it just went wild. Like we had 60 odd people retweeting, and that's where our community began.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like Zippo.
Skeet's
signature.
Well.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's like a tag, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you into like graffiti art and stuff then?
Yeah, I wish I could do more of it.
Yeah,
I got my Absurd t-shirt.
It's wicked. So cool.
One of the community members actually designed that, and I'm still to this very point trying to find him because he disappeared.
Oh,
and I don't know where he went. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, I know, because for the fact that it's on our merch, which I'll share a little bit later on, but the fact it's on our merch right now, I wanted to look after him. But yeah, I still can't remember his name, or he just disappeared.
That's such a shame. Yeah, I love that when community members just do things just because they're just totally bullish on what you're doing. And
yeah,
I have like Danny Captain, he's like built a nifty island for me, and he's like,
he's so good.
And he's just because he just wants us to win, and he just loves what we're doing, and we're really good buddies now. It's like it's such a nice thing that you get out of this space that you don't. I don't think you get that in IRL. I don't think you get it in IRL. Maybe it's just me, but I've not experienced that through my creative world.
It's full of the thing is meeting people out here is like you people you would never meet in real life. And I recently did an IRL event with the Soul on Chain guys, and we did NFT Paris. Like NFT Paris actually got cancelled, so
Oh
we did our
yeah,
own
yeah,
little
yeah.
NFT Paris.
Oh,
But
did you?
there was literally, so there was 4 different project founders that were there. It was just a little group of us. There was 4 different project founders, and I think there was 8 different nationalities.
Right.
Do you know what I
It's
mean? Like
amazing. It's like
where else
global.
do you get that?
No, you don't get that. Yeah,
You know?
it's exciting. Did you go to? You've
Yeah.
been in Dubai for a little bit, I saw as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I went to Abu Dhabi. That was my very first IRL event. Back in December time. Went there for 4 or 5 days. That
Nice.
was the crazy experience I've ever
Wow.
had. Like I say, I've been out here for 6 years and never got to an IRL event, and I want to shout out, Quicks, the famous Fox from Soulflare, because he was the one that, like, I jumped on a space with him and all of the rest of the Soulflare guys, and he just reached out and he was like, "Yo, you need to get to some IRL events. It will change everything for you," and it did. Like, going to that IRL event just made me see the complete bigger picture, and it just made everything real. We're all playing around with internet money and internet, NFTs and artwork. It made it real, and
Yeah.
it changed my view altogether. Actually,
Yeah.
it changed the direction I'm going to go in.
Yeah.
It changed everything. My
And it
perception
does that, yeah.
completely changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to New York this summer did that for me, and getting to meet like Miguel and like Kevin from Rebel Ants, and then going and meeting NF Creeps and Metalhead and Ukaswaka and all the guys from the FCW that could make it, and met Skirpy and some legends that
Mm.
they've not been in the space for a little bit, but they're still here, they're still mulling around. It was
Yeah.
it was unreal. It was like
Mason and the
crazy.
GU gang too. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I met all the GU gang, met Mason, met One
Nice.
Hungry. Like, it was just insane. Like,
It's mad because everyone's just, you realize that everyone's just a real person
just
behind these PFPs.
I know, because sometimes the PFP can be intimidating, can't it, in a space like you think, oh my god, and then you meet them and they've just got nothing but love, and it's yeah. I think
Yeah, I highly recommend anyone, if even like, community members, founders, artists, like it's crazy. And look, I'm a confident guy. I network for a living. I'm in sales and business development, IRL. I've still got a full-time job. Hopefully Web3 will set me free one day. But yeah, that's it's one of those things. Going to one of these events and just feeling it on a different level. I highly recommend everyone going out and doing this thing, because but on day one, when I got there, I was walking around like a lost puppy. Like, I'm a confident guy as well. Like, I just felt so far away from home, and I was look, although I network for a living, and I'm selling a company for someone else, going out and selling myself
that's a different
it was weird.
thing. Yeah,
Totally different.
yeah. And
It was
also,
totally
like,
weird.
it's Absurd Apes is your baby. Like, that's so precious to
Yeah.
you. You
Yeah.
are bearing a little bit of your soul, aren't you, when you talk about
Yeah.
it? So I feel like there's the risk feels higher almost, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You kind
The
of
ma-
really want it to be successful.
Yeah. The major thing that I learned, though, which you'll probably be surprised about, is me detaching myself from this.
Yeah.
I by day 2 and day 3, I was just being skeets.
Yeah.
I wasn't just an NFT, founder, artist. I was leaning into, after speaking to Ginsu, I want to give Ginsu a big shout out,
I love
because
Ginsu. He's a legend.
Ginsu was the guy that released me from my shackles in a way out in an IRL event, because he's done IRL events before, and he's got that, just got that experience. And just chatting with him, it was like, bro, just go and talk about
be
yourself.
Just be yourself.
That's it.
Yeah.
Talk about your background in, I've got 18 years in sales and business development, and
I found
side
that.
hustle graphic design,
Yeah.
and you know,
You think, I remember
Yeah.
when I first came into the space, I kind of felt like people wouldn't be interested in that. I think you kind of
yeah,
tell yourself,
they are.
but
Yeah.
they are, and it's
that's all
I,
they're interested in.
yeah, and that's what I learned in spaces. Like, when someone actually asks me now to shill the project, as it were, I'm like, I've kind of forgotten how to do that, because normally I
Yeah.
just tell my
Mm.
story now, because that's natural, and it's normally what gets people engaged and wants
Yeah.
to support as well. I find,
Yeah.
you know, because they make
I
that
went
human
into like,
connection.
yeah, I went into full time. I'm in a space talking to people at the event, and I was like, "Yo, this isn't it.
No,
You
it's
know,
different.
be real, be a real person. You
Yeah.
know, you're at an IRL event. This is real life shit. Like, we're not in spaces doing this stuff." And look, you know, and then when they get to know you, they'll be like, "Oh, you know, what are you working on?" You
Yeah.
know, and then you go into like, you know,
100%.
stuff like that. But like I say, advice to anyone when you go out there, whether you're an artist, you're a founder, whether you're building, just be a real person,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you'll be just fine.
It's
Just
funny.
your
Sorry,
stories what
Karen.
it's all right. Your stories what connects you to your artwork and your collection.
100%.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
when people resonate with your background, that's how they are inclined to buy your artwork even more.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
It's funny. I remember
100%. I
doing
agree with
a
that.
little live video where I was showing off like some of the Lunar Witch pins that I'd done, and Sansa came on screen and like licked it out of my hand, and I'm like, oh, fuck. But actually, people freaking
Oh.
loved that my dog came in and kind of hijacked the whole thing,
Yeah.
and it got loads of engagement. And I just thought,
Mm.
yeah, because we are all real. We're either juggling kids
Yeah.
or pet or dogs or jobs or whatever. There's very few people doing this full time, right? When it's all they
Yeah.
focus on. So shit happens. So it's just
100%.
embrace it, you know. It's fun.
100%. I wish you were showing your guinea pig on screen right now. You need to.
I mean,
get that
I
advice, bro.
could go and get Coraline. She's called Coraline Jones. She's very
Oh no
big.
way! Is that from Coraline?
Yeah, she's
Is that
called
from Coraline the
Jones.
movie?
Yeah, so
That
I
is hilarious.
had about
Nice.
5. I did have a little gang of 5. They were named after DC characters. We had hobbits before that. I always have a theme. We had hobbits before that.
So you had Samwise Gamgee?
I've had Sam, Pippin, Bilbo, Frodo. I've had them all. I've had like a whole gang of them. So I've only got one at the minute because we had
That's
a bit of
crazy.
an unfortunate passing of a couple. But yeah, one day I will bring Coraline on.
You need to, for sure.
She is a big personality.
For sure.
But yeah, I love you.
But yeah.
I love your whole like positivity and like drive, and like you're so inspiring
100%,
to be
yeah.
around.
Yeah, I do try. Like, I put my heart and soul into everything I do, and you know, Absurd is no different. Like, I've always seen as Absurd as a brand, you know, a
Yeah.
big future brand that that's going to take some time to build, you know.
Yeah.
But the first collection was our introduction to Absurd. So, you know, if you don't know Skeets as an artist, then you know Absurd as, you know, as NFT collection, right? So we minted back in December 24. We minted out within a week. I was blown away.
That's insane.
The fact that people resonated with the artwork and the fashion of it and everything I've designed, because our NFT collection is not ordinary. We've got 425 traits.
Wow.
Someone probably should have told me to stop drawing at some point in time.
I think I
That's how it happens, though.
I had a Fraser
How
was
it
like,
is.
right, you can stop drawing traits now, because I was up to like 176 and there was loads I
Yeah.
ended up cutting, and it did. I
Yeah.
think though, what I love about doing traits, it is that kind of, I don't know, it's kind of freeing. At first I couldn't get my head around it, because I'd always drawn like a flat character, that character.
Yeah.
So
It's
then
it's a niche for sure.
Yeah, and I
Like,
think once you get into it, it's quite
Yeah.
like addictive.
Yeah.
When you're drawing one, you get another idea for a second one.
Yeah,
and you're
you
like,
do,
"Ah."
yeah. Or like even
So-
just a color change, where you're like, ooh, but if I
Yeah.
did it that color, yeah, it's like it's
100%.
exciting.
Like, and I before Absurd, obviously I was drawing the nerds, which no one's seen. But I look back at my nerds
one's
and I
cool.
look at Absurd apes. It was a different level of art. Like, But for like, I've always been like a hand artist, drawing on
Yeah.
paper,
Yeah.
canvases, painting, anything I could get my hands on. But so I was really skeptical about,
iPad.
having an iPad and, is it going to be, as good? And it set me free as an artist. Like, I'll tell you
I
now,
totally
it set
agree.
me free.
It's funny because it's less. I was sort of scared when I first got on the iPad, and it felt a bit weird.
I
Then
think we all were.
Yeah.
I got a paper-like cover, and it started to feel more like paper. And I
Yeah.
kind of, when you start messing with nibs and like covers and that kind of stuff, and then you're like, oh my god, I can sit anywhere and just draw whenever I've got
Do
5
whatever you
minutes
want.
now. I don't have to prep any
Yeah.
paper, prep my room,
Yeah.
get shit out, put it away.
That's what I
again.
mean.
It's
Yeah.
like it meant that I had more time
Good.
to invest because I could.
Yeah.
My god, some of my favorite moments is like flying somewhere where I've got a whole 5 hours with my iPad. I could just sit on the plane
Honestly,
and draw. It's like, oh my god.
I sync with that so much because this collection I've been drawn, on planes, on beaches,
Yeah,
on
it's insane.
everywhere you could possibly think of, apart from the toilet. Even maybe at times,
Maybe.
But look, it's so dimensional. I wanted to add this many traits in because I want every single one of them to essentially look like a one of one.
Yeah, which
And I
it
really
definitely
think it
has
produced.
achieved that. It really does. I don't feel
Yeah.
like I look at any. It makes me envious that I didn't actually stick to doing more. I'm like, oh, I
Yeah,
could
it's
have done
pretty
more.
cool.
It is. Everyone looks super unique.
Yeah,
So-
I mean,
so-
look, yeah,
Like,
go on,
what,
bro.
what really inspired you to like draw the whole collection in the first place?
So with this collection, so Absurd Apes was never supposed to be a thing. Absurd Nerd Club was my main thing that I've been designing for a long time, and I think I put a hell of a long time in, drawing that. And then I came across some people. So I came across some people in Spaces, and they was looking for an artist. So I thought, why not put Absurd Nerd on hold and do an art collection? One, to get my name out there. It'll be good for when Absurd does launch. So this was, the guy wanted an ape silhouette. I drew it up. This is original orangutan, and yeah, like, it was promising the world. It was and then 9 months, about 6 months later, 7 months later, I had a lot of time into drawing these apes. And then I found out that he wasn't doing anything. He wasn't building a community. He wasn't. Nothing was happening. So we decided to part ways. So then I had all of this artwork, and I was like, I'm not letting this go to waste. So came up with a new concept, and I was like, yo, let's just launch this now. And then when I first, there was only probably a portion of the apes that were traits done, and they were traits that he wanted. And then I proper just put my own stance on it. We came up with a name. A year later, we had the Absurd Art Apes were born, and we started building the community up.
Pretty cool.
It's really cool.
But this is, I pretty much saved this artwork from being a fucking rug collection.
Just going in the bin, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but when I made it my own, I've started really enjoying it. And like, the ape meta, and there was I really wanted to pride myself on them being original. I know they're apes and stuff like that, but
yeah, but
I still believe there's no other ape that looks like this.
No,
They definitely feel
they
like
feel
really
very
unique.
unique. They don't feel like it's another Bored Ape ripoff. Do you know what I mean? Like there's lots of those, isn't there? But this definitely feels it's very much got its own personality.
Yeah. And I think, I've been inspired by so many different artists out here in the space. And that's one of the major things that I wanted to do is, I want to promote other artists in the space.
Yeah, I know that's like a big driver for you. I know it's like all about the art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we launched as an art collection. I was completely honest with the community the whole time. I'm Skeets, I'm an artist. I will tell you that I'm building a brand, but this first collection is an art collection.
Yeah.
We minted really low. We gave half the collection away. It
Yeah.
wasn't about building liquid. It was about building community.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we did with Absurd with this
Makes
first
sense.
one. And
Yeah, it does make
people are
sense.
loving it. And then we started adding utility like staking. So we've had people staking for a year now, earning Absurd token.
Yeah, I don't stake mine. I need to bloody do that. Why don't I stake mine? I'm such an
Yeah,
idiot.
you've got people that have been staking for a year, and I know that one guy's got,
Look at that one.
of our top holders, got 3.6 million Absurd token.
Oh wow,
That's really
Um,
funny.
crazy.
Now the token is in house at the moment,
Yeah.
so we've got a trait store where you can go and customize your apes, and people have been
Yeah.
playing around with that recently and having fun. We've got a few other utilities. We've got our raffle, which was
I
one of
love
our
your
main
raffle.
one of our main things, where we actually got Vicky to draw a one of one for us, and we raffled it off to
Oh,
the
let's see.
community.
What
And
was it?
for me, like, I wanted to give exposure to other artists, and the raffle was our way of doing that. I wanted to collab with artists selfishly as well, because I wanted to see other artists like creativity around what they do. But for me, like, to find little gems out in the space that are really cool artists that might not have a big following, but they can, I wanted to platform them and get them to draw a one of one, raffle it off. They gain exposure, the community gain a dope one of one, and they also gain at least
That's fine.
about 70% of all the funds made from it.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a really cool. I haven't seen that one.
I saw. Yeah, I posted
that's
it
pretty
when I was
cool.
in your space the other day. I just got Grok to do it, and it was like I was like, wow, that looks sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Grok
looks
is
good.
smashing these animations
I
at the
know.
moment.
Yeah.
So good.
For
I have a
Sometimes
sure.
question.
just with a little tweak of a prompt, sometimes you get something
Yeah.
really, really cool.
I have a
100%.
question. What made you go with Solana out of like
Oh yeah, good question.
anything else?
So I started off on Ethereum.
Yeah.
Most of my time initially was Ethereum. When I was just networking and stuff like that as Skeets,
Mhm.
it was all on Ethereum. I didn't see anything else. I was dabbling here and there with Solana, but I never really saw anything on there. And when I first came in the space, I was like, "Yo, we're ripping it up with Ethereum. We're doing it." But then as I progressed through the space, I learned a lot. I lost a lot of gas,
Yeah.
as we've all done, and I also didn't really like OpenSea, to be honest.
Yeah.
I do call it Broken Sea,
Yeah, me too as
and
well.
it's
Agree.
it's not aged well. Even to this day, like, that's my opinion. And then Magic Eden was kicking off, and
Yeah, we
yeah,
like it
I
now.
just saw a lot of I saw Solana growing, and I thought, let's do this. And when we launched, by the way, this was when Ape Chain was just first popping off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if we did it on Ape Chain, it would have been
Oof.
crazy. And I was
Yeah.
like, nah, I'll stand by my guns here. We'll go with Solana. And but one thing that, when we did create the Absurd account, I realized how much how many of my following was on Ethereum.
Yeah.
And I was like, I felt like I have to rebuild again. But that just made me a better person just by doing that, because now
Yeah.
I know so many different, Web3 has so many different bubbles.
Yeah, it does.
People staying in their own comfort zones, and Ethereum against Solana or Base,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's crazy. So, but for me, growing that account in Solana was the best thing I've ever done. And seeing these in real life events like Breakpoint and stuff
Yeah.
like that, you see how big Solana is and how many
is
people
big.
are building on
Yeah.
Solana.
There's a lot of really exciting projects on Solana at the moment. I've seen so much going on.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, that's I originally chose Solana because it was cheap, it was
Yeah.
fast, and it was easy to use. That's
Yeah.
the main reason why I chose Solana. And yeah, I definitely don't regret it.
No.
People have been even said like, "Oh, why you're not on Ethereum?" And
I mean,
maybe we'll drop a collection on
Yeah.
Ethereum, because I know the gas fees are a little bit
yeah, we're on
better these
Ethereum.
days.
we're on Ethereum, and because we've got our own
Yeah.
contract, it's like super like gas optimized. So
Yeah.
even when gas is high, you don't pay much when you mint on our contract.
Yeah.
But recently they've done, in the last, I want to say 6 months, has been 2 massive updates, and the
Mhm.
gas has come right down. So I
Yeah.
kind of feel like it doesn't really matter anymore. I feel like they're obviously trying to make that the case, because they must
Yeah.
realize that
It
is
could
an
have been the
issue.
Ethereum killer.
Yeah, it could
Yeah,
at one
100%.
point.
for sure.
Yeah, but I feel like, probably those like 8 chain and base are probably like uplifting it a little bit as well, which is really cool. So yeah, I sometimes think, oh God, why did we mint onto Ethereum? You know what I mean? Like, but at the time, Fraser knew more than I did, and he was really bullish on Ethereum and said like the builders are on there. And at the time, I think that was probably true. You know what I mean? Like, and this space changes like on a daily, doesn't it? Where
It does.
it's
the space has matured.
Yeah.
And I think even over the past couple of years, like we've got rid of a lot of bad people that were in the space, and I feel like we've got more good people in the space than ever right now that are actually here for the right reasons. And I love Ethereum still. I haven't opened my MetaMask wallet for a long time. I need to dust off the cobwebs at some point in time, and maybe I have got ideas where we want to be multi-chain as well, because
but I think that's the answer, isn't it, really? So you kind of reach into other communities, because people are, like you say, insular, and they just sit in their little bubble, and they are like, oh, I've never minted Solana, I don't have a Phantom wallet. It's like, all that kind of stuff. You're like, and then other people are like, oh, I don't buy Ethereum NFTs because the gas. You're like, well, that's not really the case.
We have to
anymore. It's just,
we have to diversify our portfolio. Like we do in crypto, we diverse ourselves, but when we buy crypto, so why we're not doing that with NFTs? And I feel like some people can be quite fickle with it.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree.
And I'm really against that. I'd love to be multi-chain so we can try and bridge the gap between everyone. And that's definitely a dream of mine, for sure.
It's a good thing to do, yeah. Like at one point we wanted to migrate to Ape, and then we were like, maybe that's not such a great idea. But we ended up staying on ETH.
I don't think you need to. I don't think you needed to. Like now,
no.
I mean, like when
at
you
that
look
point,
at it now, you just kind of think,
yeah.
Ape chain was a bit of a hype chain, to be fair, in my opinion, and it was. Do you know what? I actually dabbled a little bit with Ape chain just to see what was going on, because there was a lot of hype around it and stuff like that.
There's a lot of excitement in spaces. It felt like a really good. You went into an Ape chain space, and the energy is like really good.
It was great. Yeah.
It was almost like, oh, NFTs are back, and
it did feel
all
like
of that vibe. But for me, it was so difficult bridging my Ape on my MetaMask wallet. Like, and look, I've done a lot of this stuff, like bridging my Ethereum to. It was difficult. Like, it was so difficult and challenging to do, even from like someone that's been in the space for so long. And I was like, oh, I can't be bothered moving anymore.
It could be a barrier for people, I think, because I've had to talk through quite a number of people I know. Oh, you have to put in X, Y, and Z in like manually into your MetaMask, and then you have to go to Relay and you have to exchange. And like for some people, it's just too far. They kind of they're like, oh yeah, no, I'm not.
I had enough just for that reason alone, really. So I'm pretty sure people had the same. But look, it's like I say, I've got nothing against the other chains. I know people that have just dropped art collections on Ape chain and done well. Just for art's sake, little free mints and stuff. And I think the fact that, we've got so many different chains growing right now is so good for the space.
Yeah.
Ethereum is my second choice, though. Like, there wouldn't be another second choice for sure.
Yeah.
If we're going to be branching out. And look, maybe there's plans to branch out as well.
Yeah. Oh, so you've got exciting new mint coming up. This is a peek of some of the art.
Yes, this is one of the sneak peeks now.
Nice.
With this collection is
I love the whole.
It's something so detrimental because one of my proudest things that I put my name to in the space is the fact that I've now been in a position where I can offer another artist an opportunity. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to look. We had a guy that was, that I met back when the first, art was created, and I reached out to him randomly. I randomly found him on Twitter, and I was like, "Oh, he's got an interesting PFP." Clicked on. I was like, I saw his art, and I was like, "This is cool." So he drew some of the first one of ones for us for the first original art absurd collection. So he's been with us from the very beginning. He knows our brand.
Yeah.
He knows the art style that I'm looking for, and he just complements my art as well. So yeah, my proudest moment has been the fact that I've offered this guy an opportunity to draw this mutation collection.
Yeah, it's very
And honestly, he was so professional as well. Like, I want to big this guy up in a big way. And it's called RAC. And I gave him a little bit of inspiration of what we want. So I literally said to him, "We're looking for a mutation collection." I gave him like the number of traits that we want in different sections and stuff. And I said, "Look, all of these traits, I want them to be inspired by the land, sea, and the sky."
Oh, cool.
And he nailed it. I can't tell you how much this guy nailed it.
So
like
exciting.
it's unreal. Even just going through the collection before, and his generated collection, his one of ones that we've been sharing, have been crazy. It's so, the thing is, what I love about it, one, he was so professional. Before I knew it, he literally listed the whole trait list that he was going to do, and I was like, bro, this is crazy. So I was impressed by that, and then the way he did it as well, and brought out this artwork, and he generated it as well himself, a little bit like the Utes did, or the D-Gods. He generated it in a certain way where the traits are lapping in a certain generation as well. But it's so on brand.
Yeah,
like
it is, but it's like leveled up.
It's leveled up, and
yeah,
it's added a different dimension to the absurd world, because just adding in someone else as an artist, like, I know people dig my art, right? And I love that about it. But the fact that we've got a different collection done by a different guy adds a new dimension to absurd.
It does,
Yeah.
And no doubt I could have done a collection, but I feel like he's nailed this because he's thought about it in a different way than what I would have, as a creative.
He's brought his own sort of vision to it.
And that's exactly what I wanted him to do. I gave him 3 words: land, sea, and sky. I gave him a trait list, and he ran with it, and
it's amazing.
He nailed it. For sure.
Acid is loving.
That looks so
loving
good.
the art, and he's like really excited about eels. He's like,
shout out
eels.
to Acid. Shout out to Acid. Shout out to Anonymous as well, and shout out to any of the observers listening. I appreciate the support for sure.
You have,
but everyone that's listening, I appreciate everyone.
Yeah.
But we've with this next collection as well, like, oh, by the way, just if you're just scrolling through there, Anonymous actually had this crazy idea, right?
Yeah.
And I said, for Mint Week, I want to do a bit of a marketing campaign, and we'll create a little comic strip.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Here we
go. That's page 3 out of. So every day we share a page. We turn the page every single day.
This is cool.
But what we were actually going to do. Wow, my lights have just gone out on set.
That's weird. You'll be into this, Miguel, if you're the old.
Oh my god, my power's just gone.
Do you know what that happened to me on? That happened to me on Monday. Like,
I've just had a power cut.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's crazy.
Oh wow,
that's crazy. Hopefully you can still see me anyway.
Yeah, you're still good. Still see you.
Yeah,
I've still got
really
the internet
cool.
at least.
If you disappear, we know why.
But yeah, the comic strip was just an idea, and I hit Anonymous up, who's part of our team, and I was like, bro, I know you're good with AI. Let's do this. So
Oh, look at
created
that.
like a little scene up, and yeah, he just started going crazy with it.
I see if there's another one. Did you say you've been posting one every
That
day?
there, right? So if you
That
just
is
go
pretty
back to
cool.
that post,
This one.
no, the other one, that one there, that is shared by the artist of the new collection,
Wow. So that is RAC Monkey Daddy?
RAC.
Let me give him a
Yeah,
follow.
big shout out to him. Like I said, I came across this guy randomly, and our relationship that's one of the one of ones.
Oh, look at that. It's like proper Godzilla vibes.
Crazy. It gives me Street Fighter vibes.
Yes.
But also Harry Potter 3-headed dog vibes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got
A
it
little
all.
bit as well.
It's it's so much fun.
Crazy.
Oh my god. So what? So is it Sunday? Oh, here we go. Look at these.
Yeah, so there's our the logo that I did. So that's
I
our
love the logo.
yeah, that's our Absurd Horizon logo, and then yeah, these are some of the sneak peek one of ones.
Oh, look at
It's
that.
so look, this collection is a lot smaller as well. Like it's only 4,000. It's like 2,000 less than the first collection, so it means they're more rare.
Oh, that purple one is
Some good ones there, yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm already like, oh my god, I need
the
one.
purple one right there has actually got an alien head and an alien body.
Oh yeah, you can see.
And it's got some kind of predator mouth as
I know,
well.
I was gonna say it looks like Predator.
Yeah.
I love it.
With this collection, it's cementing Absurd for us, like on in the blockchain. One of the major. Oh, we're back.
Oh, you're back suddenly. What's happened? So random.
I don't know. But yeah, with this next collection, like it's going to cement us because we've got something. The major alpha for this one is called our Absurd Reserve, and this is a vault essentially that is. We're going to have at least 30% of all the liquid made that's going to be locked away in our Absurd Reserve. You can think of it like a market cap,
Yeah.
that is locked to liquidity. Now, this liquid, it's going to be at least 30. There might be more yet because I'm still going to work out what we're going to do with this. But essentially, this liquid is going to compound and compound and compound over time, meaning it's just going to get bigger and bigger, this pot, our vault is. Now, anything that is compounding, we're going to be giving the community back Sol every single month, just by staking them. So at the minute, we've got Absurd apes that are earning Absurd token. The new collection is going to be, they're going to be staking it and locking them away in the Absurd Reserve, which is going to pay back Sol every single month to every ape essentially. And that's going to compound. The Sol payments are just going to get bigger and bigger. But this is locking us in. This is locking us in as a market cap. The liquid is always going to be there within the project, and we can just keep building Absurd from there as well.
So it also says you've no whitelist as such. So is it
correct?
If you were an original minter of an Absurd ape, or you've picked one up on the floor, or whatever, does that give you early access, or does it give you a free mint, or how does that work?
So, we're Absurd, so we like to do things different. Now, we're established, we've been out here for 2 years. I wanted to do things different, so there is no whitelist. The whitelist essentially is holding an ape. So that will give you a reduced mint price.
So is there like a number of apes you have to hold at all, or is it like...
Yeah, that's something different. So out of the 4,444 apes, we're giving away 500 of them.
Right.
The free mint, the 500 free mints, is for all the apes that have been staked. So anyone that's holding 10 apes plus and staking them, I think it starts with, I'll get some numbers up, but it starts with, like, if you're holding 10 staking them, you'll get 2 free mints.
Okay.
I know that you're not staking them, Vicky, but we might have to hook you up.
Yeah, because I'm a
I know
loser.
I've known you for fucking a long time. Even before Absurd was a thing, I believe.
I
I've
think
known
so
you
because I've
for.
been around for about 3 years. So
Yeah, yeah. But let me
Oh.
just get the numbers up as well. I'll just run you by what numbers we've got, because one of the main things I wanted to do with this new collection is reward the community, people that have always believed in me, as Skeets, and believed in Absurd as a brand. And we've got a few guys that hold 200 plus. We've got maybe three or
Seriously,
four
wow.
people that are holding
Wow.
and staking. That's conviction.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Anonymous has his own role within the Discord. He's called King Dingaling, because he holds 500 plus.
I met him on my Discord the other day. He's really nice.
He's very proud of that, and so he should be. He's part of the team as well. But yeah, so anyone that's holding anywhere between 200 and 400 apes is going to be receiving 23 mints.
Okay.
Anyone that's holding 100 to 200 is going to be 12 free mints. 50 to 100, 6 free, and then 30 to 49 is 4 free mints, and then anyone that's holding 10 plus to 29 is 2 free mints.
Right.
So 500 of them are being given away for everyone that's
amazing.
I've always wanted to give back to our community, and because we've never really had a lot of liquid as a project, it's been difficult to do that. But
I get that.
if I can, I've been giving them essentially our case. I guess I've been giving them back my time to, that I've been building the project and the brand. And trust me, like when people see like we start doing like pushing some buttons this year, they'll see what I've been doing. And I can't wait for that. But this is I guess this is the first part of our next journey. But like I say, to cement liquid in to our Absurd reserve and lock that in for life Absurd will always be here,
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
really
going
cool.
anywhere.
Cool.
So is it Sunday the mint goes live?
Yes, it is indeed. So we've got we just literally just launched our a mint not mint link. Don't read that.
No.
The space link has been created today. We are launching on Launch My NFT. These guys have always supported me.
They do a lot of spaces and stuff. They seem to have like a really good sort of.
I mean, back in the day, they didn't. When we first did the first collection on Launch My NFT, I generated the artwork on there. But there was no other platforms really doing anything like that.
There's a few sprung up now, isn't there? There's like,
it's the new meta.
It seems to be everybody's building their own launch pad.
Yeah.
It feels like
it feels like the new meta right now. But for me, we was approached by a lot of people. And I was just loyal to them because, like I say, we generated our artwork on there. We had a minting app. We had security, which was one of the major things for me. And guess what? It was free to do that. It was all free. Yeah, like I'm no developer, and we still to this day haven't needed a developer. And the fact that as an artist, I literally just built a community. I sold my arse, and we generated everything on Launch My NFT. So for me, it was a bit of a no-brainer. But a bit of an announcement. They're actually on the mint party on Sunday, the 1st. They're actually hosting it with me as well.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
So yeah, we've got Launch My NFT hosting and Unify hosting, and it might be the first in the space. We've got 3 British people that are actually hosting the space.
I'll try and be there as well.
We've got a lot of British people come in, and I know we're live right now. I won't say what I was going to say next, but look, it's going to be really cool. It's going to be interesting. Anyone that's been to an Absurd space, we know we like to party.
You're a great host, by the way. I love your spaces.
I appreciate it.
You are really.
When are your spaces?
So we have a Monday space called Absurd 1% Club. Now, this goes down in history. Absurd 1% Club was our very first space when we was building our community. I remember we used to be on a Wednesday, and
going in on a Wednesday.
sometimes it used to be just me and Captain Chronic. You know, big shout out to Captain Chronic as well, by the way,
Well,
part of
that's
the
essentially
team.
my spaces at the minute. I think the other day it was literally just me and Danny, and and Hans was there as well, and like a couple of others, and yeah, it was about 5 of us, I think, and Alex.
Look, I think those small spaces, you kind of, you know, you create a family around it, and yeah, you've just got to keep on going with it, stay consistent. Look, I'll hold my hands up. Wednesday for me was a bad day because of my IRL work. I used to do evening events, sometimes on a Wednesday or a Thursday.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it used to kill me, and then I used to look. I still shit myself right now. Like people, believe it or not, you know,
See, I
when I'm
do as
starting up
well.
that space, I shit myself.
Do you? I'm glad you said that, because I get proper like anxiety about hosting a space.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm sweating right
about?
now.
Yeah,
Do you know
what
what
are
I
we going
mean?
to speak about? Who's going to come?
Are
Is
you?
anyone going to come? I'm like, oh my god! I just go into a proper meltdown.
Yeah, I think look, if you overthink about it, then
Vicky used to get really red.
Oh, when I was doing the live streams,
Yeah,
I was
the
like
beginning.
proper like flushed in the cheeks. I'd be like,
you can see the rosy cheeks. To be fair, I can
Yeah, it
see
was
that
funny.
for sure.
but it was much
Yeah.
worse. Let me
It's
tell
come a
you, it was
long
like
way.
full on like bright red. I
Look,
actually
it happens,
Definitely
and
I worry less
sometimes
about
they're the
doing
best
this than I
times.
do a space, though, because I know I got
Yeah.
Miguel here and I've got a guest, and it's
Yeah.
easy to talk about
Yeah,
a subject in it. But the spaces where I try and plan a little bit of like, I'm going to talk a bit about the law and a couple of updates that we've got going on, and you know, I try and do a bit of cute and creepy gang stuff, and then hope that other people come in and want to share shit they're doing, you know. But it's it's hard.
The last time, like I say, I still get nervous every time. You know, every time I do a space, and you know, even like, you know, I'm really out of action, like, you know, practice wise. Oh, you like that one?
I like that one. That's deadly, isn't it?
I do like that one too. It's pretty cool.
It's like it's
There's a
nuclear.
lot of cool traits that we haven't shared yet, but like it's crazy. It's gonna be like, you know, opening Pokemon cards again. You know, back in, you know, like we did for the first one. It was, you know, like opening. I got addicted to my own mint on the last one.
I totally get that though, because whenever when someone like, this week I've had two there's been 2 mints that I've been like, oh, that is so that combo, and it's like I feel really big headed that you're like talking about your own art like that, but it's just because the combination that comes out is not what you expected, or sometimes they work so seamlessly that you're like, oh, like I couldn't have even designed that so perfect. It's like, and I get so excited.
Yeah, and like, look, because I was drawing all of these traits for so long, like my head was in my iPad for so long. That's Zippos right there.
I know.
But yeah, I was drawing. I was locked in my iPad for so long, and I knew the collection was gonna come up with some cool stuff, and I was like, yeah, that's gonna be cool. But I'm just looking at a hat, or I'm just looking at a piece of clothing.
Yeah.
You know, when I started generating it, I generated it for the first time on the first collection. I was like, I was just blown away.
Yeah. I loved we did so much testing. We would generate like 666 every time, and I'd go through all the traits, make sure there was nothing weird going on.
Yeah.
And then we'd be like, oh my God, it was just so exciting.
Let me tell you like something absurd, right? I designed the artwork and the traits so I didn't have to go back and regenerate.
Yeah.
We only ever generated 3 times.
Yeah, I think we did.
And everything sat on right. It was perfect. I must have nailed it. But I literally only generated 3 times, and I know a guy, shout out to Rescue, that's coming out with skulls, and he's a graffiti artist as well, who's doing it with Picasso. Another collection coming soon. But I believe he's generated 150 times, and I was like,
oh no,
whoa.
I think we did 5 generations, something like that, and then the 6th one we were like was the actual one where we generated, you know.
Yeah. There's a few, like I say, I only had to do a few fixes on ours.
Yeah, mine was more because I don't know about you, but you know, sometimes you put your pen down on your pad and there'll be like a random dot on a
Oh
background
yeah,
somewhere, and you're like, that's what I was checking for, was stuff like that. And
yeah.
I was like, you'd be like, oh, where the fuck is, which trade
See,
is
I
that on? Like,
before
oh,
before I took the trade, like split all the trades up, I actually went through
first,
everything before I took it out.
well, I
So I was
thought so
literally
too.
one by one by one by one.
That's
But it
crazy.
actually saved me so much time, you
Yeah.
know, just by doing that and putting the time in to get rid of all of those like little marks. Or
Yeah, well, I tried to do that. I did it all in took it all from the iPad into Photoshop, went through it all, but you just get completely blind to it sometimes.
yeah, you
It
do.
would be Fraser that would pick up the art. He's like, there's a tiny little white mark there, and I'd be like, oh shit.
The eye for detail is
Yeah.
is one of them for sure.
Oh,
Like,
Miguel's
but
gone.
yeah, he might have had a power cut himself.
Yeah, it's like spread global.
But yeah, this next collection is almost a surprise to me. You know, I got addicted to the first collection, but this collection's it's gonna be wild.
It's so, I love how bizarre it is.
You know what I love about it though?
it's-
Like, you've seen other mutations, right? You remember
Yeah.
like Bored Ape doing, you know,
Yeah.
the famous
Well,
mutants.
It's always
Everyone
just
kind
the
of did
same
similar
slime
things.
ooze kind of
Yeah.
mutation, isn't it?
You had
It's like the
like
zombie kind of vibe, you know?
correct. You had either zombies or, you know, you had these diamonds on this one, for example. You had like diamond. You couldn't really, I couldn't really connect with them with the other mutants. But with this one, like you can kind of see everything going on, and like when you see like a lot of the artwork and you start zooming in, like the amount of detail that he's put into this is crazy. I mean, who would have thought about putting a stalk through an ape's head like that? You know,
Nobody in their right mind.
exactly. And the fact that, you know, you've got a plane coming out of his eye.
Well, that's
or
what I loved about the last one I was looking at, made me laugh, because he had what did he have? He had teeth for eyes, like little mouths.
Yeah.
It's like, that's so funny.
You're in our Discord, right?
Oh, I think I probably am, but I mean, I need
Yeah.
to like go through my Discords and get out the ones that I'm not interested in and be more
Yeah.
active. You know what I mean? You
I try
join
to.
them, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
I'm-
try to do that as well, but
I'm
because I
gonna do
want to be
that, I'll
out there
join
and I
yours.
support other projects,
Well,
yeah, I
we've
find
got
myself.
I've got my Discord, and it's been a little bit more chatty, but it's mainly just me and Miss Bunny, basically. Just we
Shout out to Miss Bunny as well, by
love
the way,
her.
because
she's amazing. Yeah.
Miss Bunny connects so many different communities together just by saying, "Yo." She'll just speak to one guy and she'll go, "Yo, have you not seen this? You know,
that's what she's done. She's
this
brought
collection.
in-
Jump in here."
Yeah, she's brought in a few people to my Discord, and I've got
Yeah.
chatting, and she's like, you know, because I'm not massive. Discord was a new thing for me. Like, I was surprised of how important it is in the NFT project.
Oh yeah,
kind of,
100%.
you know, and I feel the more active your Discord, the more likely successful mint, and I feel like that was something I wish I knew earlier on, or understood really earlier on.
Yeah.
But it can become a bit of a time sump if you can't get people in there. And it's like, you know, I post updates in there, I post good morning in there, and sometimes you'll get a little flurry of, you know, chat, and then other times it's like nobody. And I think that's so a part of my plan for this year is to get that moving more and try and give people a reason to come in, some sort of rewards or something.
Yeah.
I need to work that out. I think I'll probably have a chat to you about that, but
yeah, it takes time to build. 100%. You know, even our Discord goes quiet.
It's funny, isn't it? It loses momentum, and then it'll pick it up again, and then it'll lose it again.
Yeah. The thing is, right, we're in a very attention focused space.
Yeah.
And especially Discord people, because if things aren't happening, or you know, it's not as active as they want, they'll just leave, and that's fine. Now with ours, you know, I was lucky that, you know, we started ours off. This is where it started, our Discord. You know, when we launched our Absurd page on Twitter, we pretty much did the Discord at the same time. It was made by a guy called Tyler.
Okay.
That isn't even in the space anymore. He came out. That's how I met Captain Chronic, actually, who hosts our space together. Yeah, Tyler was in Web3 for 2 months. He did our Discord for it, and then he left, and then
Okay.
it's just kind of grew from there. But look, like I was just saying, really, just relating to what you were saying,
Yeah.
because before our min as well, our Discord was quiet anyway,
Yeah. Well,
and then we went to mint, and it blew
popped
up. But
off. Yeah.
Discord is so important because it's a
Yeah.
hub for the community.
Yeah, it is, and I think it's easier to have conversations than XDM groups are really tricky. Like, luckily quite a few people do chat in mine, and it's but I find I'd rather, if I could get that going in Discord, it'd be more useful because I can share sneak peeks of new art coming and like reward. You can do more with it, and I feel like people have more of a connection with you as a founder in a Discord. Like you are there to like answer any questions or whatever. But we made the mistake of having a Discord and we got it quite busy, and then Fraser was going to sort of do bits and I was going to do bits, and then it became a bit of a time sump. And Fraser was like, do we even need a Discord? And I was like, well, I don't know. And we kind of got rid of it, and then we built it, and then I was like, we did need a Discord, we should have one, because I was then more savvy in the space, and by that time we had to start again, so it was like it was
when you lose momentum as well. But when I was a community member, before anything, I hated Discord with a passion. I just didn't get it, and I was just like,
I didn't
what
initially. That's why I was like, well, why do we need this? This is like,
and I was just like, what is this? And yes, it was good for announcements, and it was so hard to keep track of, but like being a founder and a server owner, I understand the benefits. And look, you've got people that are Discord like people,
that's all,
and then you've got people that are Twitter people. And shout out to Zippo, by the way, because I couldn't do everything front end, like if it wasn't for Zippo, like literally locking down that Discord for me. He's got his little ban hammer that he fucking swings around if people are naughty in there. But he also does like, Zippo quizzes that have been going now for like, over a year.
Oh, cool.
Rumbles. He just keeps everyone active. He keeps everyone in check. And he's my right hand dude. I couldn't do half of what I do without him.
Yeah. No, it's amazing that you've got that. Like, to be fair, Miss Bunny is like, she's so funny. She'd be like, Vicky, you've got to get rid of this person, and she'll be like, boot them out, and I'm like, okay, I'm going. She is so
Miss Bunny be like that, yeah.
She is so lovely. I can't. She's one of the most amazing people I've met. And and I just would love if I could get you. You only need a handful of people like that in your Discord. Suddenly it's busy, right? And it's you just got to find those people.
Like I say, don't be hard on yourself with Discord because it takes a long time. You have to be fully fully active in there. A lot of things need to be going on in there to get people in. We have we have quiet times a lot. And then I remember when we started minting our last collection and Discord went off. It was crazy because I was in spaces, and while I was in spaces with the mint party, everyone was in Discord, and I wasn't seeing it all. I just saw it after. I was like, "What the hell went on in here?" Like, but that's what you get from it, and so don't be like, that's a hub. If people aren't coming in, that's cool. You can build that, but when you start, launching something or whichever, definitely do announcements because people still will look and people will watch.
I found out on my little sneak peek and announcement channels quite often when I post something and say, look, this is happening, and I can see the emoji. People are going and checking because there's emojis on it and stuff, so I do see it as a very useful. I sometimes can reach more people through Discord than I can through an X post. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
it's more personal, both.
Can't you? Yeah.
Discord's more personal.
Yeah, it 100%. Is more personal, for sure.
But you need both. Like, I feel like I'm still getting my head around Telegram and stuff like that, but that's becoming
a whole different animal.
Becoming a thing.
Yeah, it is becoming. It's had a bit of a resurgence. I've noticed a lot of people asking.
People are building on Telegram now. They're building bots on there.
Our channel in Telegram. And you're like, okay.
Telegram is huge on coins, on like meme coins and stuff like that. Very big.
Very
Yeah.
big.
Well,
Yeah.
you look at Soulflare, for example. So Soulflare actually built a bot on Telegram, and you had to do these tasks on during the Breakpoint event, Solana Breakpoint in Abu Dhabi. And they, at the end of it, you was obviously accumulating all these points. At the end of it, they had a big show on the end day, and with drones, they put a big QR scan in the air, and people had to scan it. And depending on how many points you had, was depend on what your airdrop
What
you might
reward you
get.
got? Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
They
So
gave out
cool.
thousands of pounds, and your boy here fell asleep for everything on that last day.
Well done. Jet lag, maybe.
I don't know. Like I don't think I ever recovered. Like because it was just full on for like 3
Yeah.
days, and I was like, I said to Ginsu, I was like, bro, I got to the last day. It was like 5 p.m. Maybe an hour from ending like the day event. And I said, yo, bro, I'm just gonna go home. I'm gonna go back to the hotel, get showered up. I'm gonna have a quick sleep, so I'm ready for tonight.
And
I don't want to miss tonight. So I got back to the hotel. I thought, right, I'll just have a quick sleep, get some food, and I forgot to set my alarm and woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I can believe that. I mean, me and
That
Chase were
happens, yeah.
knackered after we went to New York. We
That
were
happens to me.
because we walked. I can't remember how many kilometers we walked. Something like
Crazy.
100 kilometers in like 4
Yeah.
or 5 days. Like it was
Yeah.
insane. And because we
Yeah.
were doing the NFT event, but then we were like, we'd go to a party and be like, right, we'll get a taxi to the Empire State Building, go and do a bit of tourist stuff, then we'll go back and meet them for a beer. So it was really intense. It was like, yeah.
Yeah. It can be intense, and
Yeah.
I think that
was fun,
is
though.
still it's just part of my journey that I had out there.
Amazing.
I
Well,
know I
it's a
missed
funny
the last
story,
day.
right? It's like,
Yeah.
it's brilliant.
Like it's so me though. Like
Yeah.
I do this shit. But like you say, it's a story to tell, and
Yeah.
hopefully it doesn't happen again in London.
No. Oh god. Well, it's been amazing catching up and seeing all your sneak peeks. Just so
Yeah.
for Sunday, what time?
So Sunday is going to be 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. That is 7 p.m. UK time.
Okay, 7 p.m. Okay.
The mint link. Sorry, why have I said that again? The space link is out there.
Is it out
So
here?
it should
Where
have
is
your
it?
time
Here
wherever
it
you
is.
are.
There we go. I'm gonna
So,
yeah.
repost it, and I'm gonna copy it if I can and put it in the. Can I put it in the comments? I should be able to.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Even just put that post out there. We are going to be posting out again over the next couple of days, so probably expect to see that. But yeah, as well as this mint, we've got our absurd merch coming, which we're calling our 1% drops.
I can't wait to grab some of that.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna hook a lot of people up as well. We're calling it 1% drops because obviously that's our mantra. 1% every day is our mantra. We also see ourselves as a top 1% project, and that's our goal. So we've got our merch drop. We've got our new website being created right now.
Exciting.
There's a lot of stuff coming with that as well. There's so much stuff, I don't even want to share it right now.
Oh my god. Acid is on Magic Eden sweeping apes.
Go on, Acid. But like I say, a lot of people, to be fair, the community, a big shout out to our community, man, because they've always gone hard for us in every single way, and
it's
they've stuck by me.
very obvious, your community is like that.
We've got, the thing is, they're all like-minded individuals. They're all kind, because these are the people that I surround myself with, and like I say, our foundation of community started from people that just, followed me, and I was following them, and then was joining different communities together. So big shout out to our community, and since we, started making some announcements and stuff like that, people have been sweeping, and it's nice to see.
It is
everyone getting bullish about it,
It's cool. It's really cool. And what's the mint price? So it's Solana mint. What's the mint price?
I haven't announced this yet.
Okay, you don't have to. Don't feel you have to. Just Acid was asking in the comments.
It's being dropped. It's being dropped tomorrow. I will be announcing it tomorrow. But fuck it, we're live on stream right now.
Oh man,
do it.
So our whitelist, or if you're a holder of an ape, or by the way, we partnered and collabed with so many different communities.
Yeah,
which is also classed as a whitelist, right? So any partners and any holders of apes will get a reduced mint price, and that's going to be 0.222.
0.222. Okay.
Yeah, and then on a public, it's going to be 0.333.
Okay.
So
awesome.
I think it works out about, I think it's like $19-$20 for reduced mint, and then like I think it's like $25-$26 on the public. But like I say, the more of these apes that you hold, the more you're going to earn in Solana every single month. So like I say, I feel like this is, we did our first mint, it was $7.50 each. We pretty much I gave over 3,000 apes away, 4,000 apes away. We did Absurdmas as well over December, where we gave out over 200 apes as well from our treasury.
Amazing.
So everyone just stacked apes during Christmas time. It was pretty crazy.
That's cool. Yeah,
but I wanted to make them affordable as well.
Yeah,
like,
I think
with
it's
this new
I
collection.
think it's a good price. Like that's where our Lunar Witch is at the moment. It's about 20 odd bucks. I think it's
you see some out there that are half a sol, and these guys are bullish though. Like you see a lot of collections out there and stuff like that. I'm just excited, and I'm going to enjoy the journey of the mint this time, because I feel like it went so quick last time. I never really got to really enjoy the journey.
It was there and it was gone, and it was like, we've minted out. My God, that's insane.
It was crazy.
That's really cool. I mean, I experienced a little bit of that with the Coven Clash trading cards, where like we launched it and like most of the packs were gone in like a couple of hours, and you're like, I was not expecting that. It was crazy.
By the way, bit of alpha for you as well. Launchman NFT, I've just brought out something for a new minting experience, and it's for packs.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes. So
check that out.
You're essentially ripping open. People are minting packs and ripping them open like Pokemon cards and shit like that.
Are they digital or are they physical? Like digital.
There's no reason why you can't make them, digital in the future.
Yeah. Well, because how I did it is you minted an NFT that one NFT entitled you to one pack. That's essentially. If you could have had your NFT and ripped it and had that both, that would have been really cool.
Maybe it's just something to bear in mind, because even if you did the small collection,
well,
I won't quite share alpha on it.
No, but I am thinking. So I do have the Psycho Siblings, which I created them by the pool in Turkey on holiday.
Nice.
They're dark, creepy little characters that were born in 35-degree heat by a swimming pool.
Nice. They sound like my nerds. Like I've kept them under my heart for so long. And
well, I minted them as a little collection the Halloween before last, and I've been making new characters with the mindset that I wanted to do them as trading cards. So
it's one to look at for sure.
It's interesting for me.
I think it's new to them, so like I say, I'm close with the team. If you want to come into the Launchman NFT spaces on Wednesdays, have a chat with them, because
I will.
They are creating a lot of new things like this, and we might have something going on with them. I think. Yeah, I can't share any alpha on it.
Don't. I'll come in.
I'm a blabbermouth. I can't help myself sometimes.
That's one of my Psycho Siblings.
But like I say, I wanted to mention it to you because I know that you're into that stuff, and it's a unique way of minting things.
That is. I like that
I'm all
idea.
About that.
Yeah. This is actually one of my Psycho Siblings. I just clicked off and he's there.
Oh, nice.
Is he? Why is he not playing? Well, they are a flat NFT, but I did like a little animation of that one. But yeah,
cool.
He's gone now. It was a fluke. I don't know.
Oh no, you came across it.
It was just happened to be there. Maybe you retweeted it or something. I don't know. But it's there. So I'll definitely come and check that out. So
yeah, they're a vibe though. Those as well. They do give me they're giving me like Halloween Night Before Christmas type.
A Tim Burton inspired kind of vibe. Like
Yeah.
There's
You've always given me those vibes as well with your artwork.
Oh, she was the very first one.
Oh, nice.
Putrid Polly.
Nice.
So I actually created her for a competition NF Creeps ran. So he
Oh,
wanted
right.
everyone to do their own version of like a creepy character that, like, because he's obviously the creeps on the streets. So I came up with Putrid Polly, and he was like, "You should do a collection of them." So then I thought, "Ooh, maybe she has a brother." So I did Pustule Pete.
Oh, nice.
So like, yeah, so they became a little like 10 characters, but they're all boy girl, like brother and sister, and I created a whole load of lore around them and the terror that they cause. And yeah,
you've got so many creative ideas. Like, I just want to put a spotlight on you. I need more people to see what you're doing. Like,
she does a lot.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I enjoy it. It's my passion. But yeah, so I'm interested. I will definitely come to the launch my NFT space. But yeah.
Oh, it's an absurd space, but launch my NFT co-hosting.
Yeah, so they're co-hosting, yeah. Oh yeah, get it right, Vic.
But yeah, definitely come to the one on Wednesday, launch my NFT space, because like I say, there's a lot of people in there, and you can build a lot of connections just by being in there as well. And I learn something new every time I go in.
Yeah.
So definitely check it out. I'll send you the link over like next Wednesday.
Yeah, do that.
And
but I'll be in your space.
The guys
on
are good
Sunday.
there.
I'll try and jump in when I can. And
yeah, we'll be probably running it for about 5 hours.
Yeah, I guess you would be.
And I've actually invited people this time. So, but to be fair, considering we didn't invite anyone to our last one, it ran all right.
Yeah.
But people just listen to me for 5 hours speaking on my own.
It's fine. We like to listen
Crazy.
to you. But yeah, well, thank you for joining us again. Really good luck with your mint on Sunday. I'm sure everybody here is going to be tuning in. You better add, or you'll be in trouble. I know who you are in the comments. But yeah, it's been amazing catching up, and I'm so glad you got to meet Miguel this time.
Yeah, even though I wasn't able to talk much because my throat's just killing me right now.
You actually look not very well. I feel really bad.
I'm actually super hot right now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You need to go rest up.
Definitely look after yourself. Health is wealth. But bro, I'm just glad that you made it. It's not going to be the last time. I want to come on here again and we just talk some shit about the space. And I want to find out more what Miguel's doing as well. And look, I just want to say thank you for having me up again, because I always love coming on the stream with you guys. And I love what you guys are doing, man, as well.
Oh, amazing. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're a legend. But yeah, thanks so much. And thank you for everyone who came.
Yeah, thank you.
There's been loads of comments. Everyone's loving the new art. And we will wrap up. Have a good evening, everybody. I think we're here next week, depending on health.
No, yeah, we'll be here.
I've pushed Miguel over the edge.
Even if I gotta be here with a thing on or whatever,
like a nebulizer. Oh my god. But yeah, good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next week.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Peace, guys. Stay absurd.